Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and today we're looking at Spirit. Now, this was on Kickstarter late in 2023, but it was when the channel was down over its dark period for 9 months after it got hacked. Still kind of pissed about that. Anyway, it's now on the Pledge Manager finally, so we can talk about it because if my videos go live, it means you can have a pledge or late pledge something. So all my videos should be relevant when they pop. You know, there's nothing I hate more is a board game channel talking about a game you can't back anymore. Anyhow, why am I bringing Spirit to you today? It's because this game is attempting something never been done before, and it will have a huge change on the board game industry and the video game industry if successful, because it's trying to do the enigma. Now, an enigma in media is a bit like the Dune book, right? Because the Dune book is so expensive it would never get made. This kind of thing, you just need an epic proportional budget to have made it. That's what they said in the past, and it finally got made. Well, it got made with David Lynch, which I like that version. I also like the new version. I just like all Dune stuff. But these enigmas are there to be challenged and to somebody to attempt them. And Orange Nebula are one of the pillars of design is to push the envelope, and if there was any ever company on Kickstarter to attempt this, it would be Orange Nebula. This is true to what they do. And what is it that they're trying to do that's never been done before that will completely be a game changer? Or is it the biggest risk? The risk is that it will be utter dull. That's the risk. Let me explain what it is. So, a non-linear, right? So there's no campaign, open world game system in which you explore a unique fantasy realms on an introspective journey of discovery. That means a journey of yourself. Wonder and mastery. Your choices matter because you're not following a story. You are the story. This is the big change. For example, this has decks. Normally in like a linear game, you'll go to a deck, let's say it's a planet, and once you've done that content, it's done. You replay the campaign, you come back to it, but essentially it's done and dusted and you'll move on to the next. But with Spirit, these places you will return to. We'll explain this as you go down. And when you return to those planets, when you go back to it, the planet that you can interact with will have been changed by when you were there last. So you are making changes to the world. And when you go back to them, potentially events have reacted from when you were there, because this is supposed to be a living board game where more cards will be added to the planet in the future. So assuming you've done the content and you then open that booster pack, you will then see more influence of what you did there, how it's affecting things. So basically you're potentially painting the picture of the game. But it is fairly odd because in most cases where you go open world, it's combat, isn't it? You want to get stronger and grow in combat, things like this. But here there's no combat. Now it says it's great at solo, but playable alongside others as well. Hashtag. Somewhat. We'll go down. Now, when you go to the planet, that's when it becomes multiplayer. We still don't understand how you will interact with each other when you go on the planet, or are you visiting the planet that I have visited, and you will see some of the things that I have done. And when you go there, you can make changes, and when I return there for whatever reason, I'll also see that someone else has been there, ? Because the videos are all in-house videos, and the videos don't give you any information really what the game's going to be. It is definitely keeping it secret. So this pledge is a huge risk, but at the same token, it's a huge ball of excitement. And I'm sure many people have backed a game and didn't like it when it came. Not me, actually. I've been pretty lucky. But as a 99 core pledge, it's not bad to try and see the most innovative, incredible experience potential. So, the origin of this enigma getting cracked, is this it? All right. So, wisdom. You are going to be growing your character. It's like a role-playing game, but no combat per se. It says no combat. You do have, it says, mind, heart, and spirit, the three things. It sounds almost religious. Jesus with the woman at the well spoke of this, that it is your mind, heart, and spirit. So mind is your conscience, heart is your body, spirit is the Holy Spirit or God inside of you, the angel that speaks to you, or demon. Could you make a dark character? Is that possible? Where you go into these worlds bringing destruction or terror. Although, again, no combat, but your choices matter in this game because you are the story. Right. So here we've got the player board at the bottom. We've got the book here, which is offering some kind of puzzle. And at the top here, we've got the planet is visiting. Has its deck of cards, of course, and you've got this map. You'll be journeying around the map. You do have a token of you traveling around on this map. As it's a living game, you might get another deck that enhances this planet deck, so you might see new areas of the map on that planet. Potentially. And why would you go back to the planet anyway? Because you're potentially doing missions and quests, aren't you, in this game anyway? And you might have a quest to go to a certain planet to ask somebody or find something or go and shop at this place. And this is the kind of the worry of it being dull, is that you'll be doing certain tasks which are just running quests, A to B. There's no kill quests, hunt quests. Smuggling, maybe? We don't know what it could be. Negotiation, but it's the fact they've taken combat out of it that they need to kind of... That's the worry, that they can make it interesting. But again, if you're just picking up quests to do these things, or challenges... I challenge you to drink this thing, and to drink it has this puzzle for your mind or your body to try and filter out all these poisons of this drink you're making. Maybe that's kind of the puzzle, where maybe the things in the game, it's all about challenges. But again, it's kind of breaking new ground here. We don't have an understanding of what it could be. If there's any game, though, to kind of have less risk on, it's this, because as it's a living board game, it's 100% going to come back to crowdfunding. You are 100% going to be able to see reviews about it and see if it's successful, and then you can jump on it. So you could wait, but again, isn't the excitement here going in and just, seeing it for yourself, this whole discovery? I guess, that's for you to decide. Now, the box art for me, I don't know what it is with these images, but it looks so low resolution, and I don't know, it just looks really unfinished for me, the box, when I still keep seeing it. This is the art from the Kickstarter from last year. Anyway, this is the character box. This is your solo box, and you'll be opening this to set up your thing. And they have this whole thing of colours and things going on here, which adds to kind of the Kickstarter goodness, because there's no way retail could offer you the choices here. So it's kind of flexing its crowdfunding arm. Now, it says it's the world's first living board game. You know, I thought Talisman was a living board game. It had like 12 expansions when Fantasy Flight had it. Bum bum. So it's not a card game, it's a board game. You There's no board per se, is it, in these decks, these planet decks? I mean, you are putting out cards to represent a planet's surface or a town or whatever. It's not a board, is it, though? But anyway. So it's like an MMO, it says. You can make yours an entirely solo journey or progress your character by yourself in your free time. Then jump into a realm, so this could be a planet, alongside your friends on game night. So the two of you could come together and do what exactly? What will need more than one person to do? It's still unknown. But it says that the stories and environments will be permanently affected by your choice. The environment itself. It's weird, isn't it? Because let's say you're playing this with someone in your family, your wife, your son, or your husband, whatever it is, and you have to buy 2 core pledges. There is a discount if you buy 2 boxes. So part of this is to do some solo stuff and then come together when you do a realm. That's kind of what they're saying here. So it's like, oh, we're going to be playing next week, but make sure you do your solo bit in between. Alright, so you always have your character box, then there's going to be an open world realm, and then there's going to be personal quests, and this is kind of the crumbs for you to follow to push you, but in my research, we not really fleshed out, and it's kind of generic stuff like become more powerful in your mind, become stronger in the heart, become more athletic, win so many races, win drinking games, like it's whatever it could be. It's this kind of, and yeah. So if you need to find places where you can do these activities and stuff like that. Now you're choosing from color kits. These are all simply cosmetic. The world realm comes in these little boxes. There's going to be booster packs to add into these as well. Now, conceptual overview. It is time for something new. Again, this is kind of a genre-breaking thing. No combat. You're going to be overcoming tensions we face deep within ourselves. Like a tension? Is your character some kind of famous person that can change things but has serious consequences that what you do? We don't know. Conceive your character to align with your vision. So alignment of evil and good? Question mark? Slip in and out of various realms. So you're teleporting around or you're spacefaring around. What's going on? Unknown. Or is it all on the same planet? But yeah, you are perpetually engaging space for you to pursue your personal quest and return to again and again as more content is released. Right. Open new content packs as you unlock them. They will give you new disciplines, map pieces, burdens, quests, creatures, events, other surprises into your story. Again, no combat here. Overcome the burdens that haunt you. So what's going on with your character? Dun, 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 dun. The impact your experiences have is complex. A mix of growth and scars. I mean, what is this world that you will experience something that's going to scar you? The burdens you carry do not define you, but they weigh on you and complicate your efforts. Whether you choose to cope with them or work to overcome them is up to you. Question marks. Like, what's going on? So you're not going to these worlds on holiday? You're potentially seeing some disturbing stuff? I don't know. Your emotions and headspace are not the same moment to moment. Events change you and your effectiveness at different types of actions. Ebb and flow. Navigating, manipulating internal fluctuations is going to be key. So, because like they don't want to spoil it, that we've just got all of these kind of words here to kind of analyze and see what it could be. It's really interesting, but at the same time unknown. And I think you can potentially die in this game and come back as a different character. And when you go back in the world, you will see what your other character has done there. So you... so there is a kind of persistence. Many of the encounters and quests you face will pit your deck and conjure build against one of the dozens and dozens of unique challenges in a spiral-bound book. Encounters and quests add their own variables to create a literal infinite number of wildly different experiences. What is that, though? Your actions shape the realms dramatically. How? What can you do in these locations to dramatically change them if you're not including combat? Develop and master unique disciplines. So potentially there's going to be a really deep RPG character building in this game. Unlock potential. Pass your wisdom on. This is the death mechanic. Face intriguing challenges. You can see kind of this sci-fi thing here. So yeah, it always keeps talking about it's going to be interesting, going to be a challenge. You're going to be doing all these kind of quests. The quests will turn into these books, but have modifiers in, etc. There's loads of these type of things that you might be seeing in the game, and again, they've got to kind of keep it interesting. You've got that world map again with each of those boxes, places you're going to visit. And there's going to be lots of characters. It says here, places with its own history, myths, culture, and creatures. They will have your affection for surprising tales and deep connections will be well served. All right, there again. No combat. Dun, 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 dun. It's time to challenge from a different angle. We will see. You are the story. This is the strangest thing we've seen. The enigma in all adventure games where you are the story. It's the ultimate solo with friends. Question mark. Now, friends who also have a character box can enter the realms with you. You can group up to access content or complete quests together, or you can do your own thing, sharing the table together, but largely focused on your own discoveries and challenges and character development. The choice is yours. So yeah, you can group up. I mean, is the specific stuff? I mean, if it's going to be solo, there's not going to be challenges where you need 2 people. I don't know. Now, Core Pledge 99, that's potentially the retail box. I'll say that for now. Loads of cards, as you can imagine. Now, it says Spark of Life, My Identity, My Potential, Paths Not Taken, An Awakening. These are all the realm boxes, the places you're going to be visiting. That's going to have maps in them and stuff like that. The puzzle book. You can completely go for your different colour of choice. I actually like the stone one best, but pick your colour of poison. This is completely just cosmetic, peeps. I'm flying past the cosmetic stuff. It doesn't really matter. Now, they are in the game phone here saying that you can order any of these and mix and match the colours if you want, if you don't want to have it tied down to one kind of kit. But well, that's strange anyway. But now they've got this new add-on. This is the Extra Realm. Looks fantastic. The world, doesn't it? The world design. It must be some kind of futuristic stuff going on, a fantasy, we don't know. And I guess when it comes back on Kickstarter, it'll be offering more realm boxes to give you more experiences or upgrades to your current realm boxes, also as they want you to go back. Now, they have booster boxes for your characters that you can get. These are all kind of the skills that you'll be learning, whether it's expression, reflection, comprehension, control. You can see like the evilness there in control, where you're mind manipulating people. If you look at this top one, it looks like someone is wielding magic. Maybe you're healing somebody or resurrecting someone from the dead. We don't know. So more an actual quest bundle. This is something that you might see in the future as well, where we might get more of these. So these are good examples of what we might see in the living thingy, but this is another deck box then that's going to be adding more content. And if it's a living board game, you're going to want to collect all of this content, aren't you? Bottom line is you're going to want it all. It all, you're gonna have to get it all. How much are we looking if we get all of the content? Well, the Foil Alternative Art Spark Deck add-on. Right, this is completely optional. Update your components. Optional. Now they do have this all-in extra kit. You have to add this to the core pledge, by the way, if you do this. Then the pledge is going up over $200. Now the upgrade metal kit is free, but you get all of the content that you would want in the living game. the card pack, the quest bundle, the other quest bundle, the realm box, the neoprene mat for that, and the alternate art spark deck. So you can see the pledge is growing as you're adding in. But if it's a living card game, you collect it all, and if it's a living board game, you're going to be collecting it all. So there it is. Now it does stress that it does not include sleeves or extra colour kits. You can add these if you want to do it. They have a huge shop for sleeves. Here we go. Just to be clear, it's 100 printed sleeves for $7. That's fairly expensive, isn't it? It's got art on it or whatever. The Allin Sleeve kit. So if you put this on, you're rocking around over $250, aren't you? This is why the Kickstarter was kind of massive, because they just had all this cosmetic stuff. And very confusing depending on what you've got, because are you just going for the character box? Are you going for the realms? Are you going for the bundles of the quests? Like, it completely does it. So if you get the everything, you need over 1,000 cards, 1,000 sleeves. These people were taken to Orange Nebula. 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 And we still don't know much information of it. They literally just scratched the surface. Right, so. Now it says all-in gameplay. So let's look at the Allin Extras to take away the all-in gameplay. So metal kit's coming for free anyway, so ignore that. But it's these quest bundles that are going to be giving you extra options for your character depth. I mean, why would you not want that, I guess? But you could just put the all-in gameplay thing here and add in what you want and see if it comes out, because the foil alternative card spark deck that is probably something you don't need. The neoprene mat you might not want, but it's specific with the realm box, so maybe you do want that. Additional color kit if you want to mix and match, that's, I don't know who would want that. The 4 kits here means you can mix and match all the colours to your heart's content if you want to do that. And this Kickstarter bonus thing down here, if you missed the Kickstarter, let's just see if that's in the... Yeah, it is in this one. So if I was pledging, I'd go core pledge, Allin Extras kit, Allin Sleeve kit, because I'm a snob and I always sleeve my Kickstarter stuff because they're going to last the test of time, and they look so sexy on the table, don't they, when they're sleeved? Ooh, yes. Goes beyond, above and beyond what a retail game could be. So you're up at $200... Ooh, maths here. $270. Wow. This is kind of the risk. And I'll just wait until you do your second campaign, I think, is my strategy. Because I need to know more, don't I? I want to know if it's successful at cracking this enigma. And of course, it's the Orange Nebula team that want to do stuff that is extraordinary. Right, so there we go, peeps. The Spirit Fire. Oh my goodness me. Mega exciting project, especially one to keep aware of and to see how interesting it is. Will it be successful, or will it be accepted as a success? Will it? Because if it is, it's going to have a huge inspiration out there. And yeah, if it is successful, then get ready for your pledge, because if it's already at 270 all in, depending on what they come out with on their second Kickstarter, you're going to have to... So it could be 500 maybe to jump on the second Kickstarter. So just be aware of that if it goes all to plan. It is going to be one of those big-ass games, isn't it? One of these big, whopping $500 campaigns when it comes back on Kickstarter, and it's got extra realms, more content to put into your realm decks for when you visit them again. So there it is, peeps. I mean, I was blown away by this, but also kind of holding back at the same time. Have some control, right? Because when they normally come to Kickstarter, you can get full playthroughs of sessions, and for this, everyone's kind of, we just don't know what it's going to be like. So, but as it's a living game, I mean, normally successful Kickstarters come back for second Kickstarters. Orange Nebula have always done a second Kickstarter for their games, but we know the living prospect of this, they will be bringing content anyway further on. So yeah, maybe you are backing this. I'd love to know if you're super excited for this. What really accepts you to push the button, because it is the super unknown. Maybe it's the fascination of the enigma getting cracked of this. You are the story adventure, no combat. Is that really appealing? It's certainly interesting. And all that good stuff. Are you, with me, willing to just watch it and wait to see what the reviews are, and we'll come back waving our $500 at it on the next Kickstarter? But as it's going to be a living one, you're going to be adding to it all the time, aren't you? When it keeps coming to Kickstarter. So that's something to think out. It's almost like episodically going to be coming out, and you're going to be investing in it over time also. So it could potentially be the most expensive board game you own if it is going to be something like that. Wow. Well, anyway, peeps, if you got this far, please give the thumbs up to the video. And please leave a comment down below. If you've got any questions for me, the host, leave it in the comments down below, of course. I'll feature you in the end of month Q&A for March. All that good stuff. Wow. Incredible project. Can't wait to see more. I'll wait for reviews and all that good stuff. And there we go. There's far too much stuff to pledge for at the minute. It's outrageous, isn't it? But this one's more of a curiosity to keep my eye on and all that. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now. Wow.